Welcome to the deep dive.
Hello.
Have you ever found yourself needing to talk to a doctor, maybe a nurse, in English?
Yeah, and wondering, am I saying this right, using the right word?
Exactly. So today we're going to take a closer look at those conversations, the kind you might hear or have during a doctor's visit.
Think of it like being a fly on the wall.
Right. Whether you're the patient or just, curious about how it all works in English.
Okay, let's dive in.
Let's do it. It's actually quite interesting how similar patterns pop up in these appointments.
It really is. And understanding them isn't just about vocabulary, is it?
No, it's more about feeling confident, feeling a bit more in control when you're navigating healthcare, especially in another language.
Totally. Feeling prepared.
So let's start right at the very beginning, making that appointment, and then, when you first walk into the clinic.
Okay, that first contact. It's pretty crucial.
Sets the tone, yeah.
Yeah, and it's where key info gets exchanged for everyone involved.
So, picture this. You walk up to the reception desk, and you hear,
"Hello, what can I do for you today?" Something like that. Very standard.
and let's say you want to see a specific doctor.
A good way to phrase it is, "I would like to see Dr. David." Polite, clear.
Would like, yeah. Not too demanding.
Exactly. Then, a super common question you'll get.
Do you have an appointment?
Bingo. Got to manage that schedule.
Right. So what if you don't? Like, Kate, in the scenario we looked at.
Well, the receptionist might explain maybe something like, Dr. David is with a patient right now.
Correct.
If you want to see Dr. David, then you'll need to make an appointment. Just laying out the process.
Makes sense. So Kate then says,
Okay, I would like to make an appointment. Straightforward request.
and the receptionist will need some details then, presumably.
Yep, the basics usually. You'll probably hear, "Can I have your name and age, please?"
And Kate gives it, "My name is Kate and I am 23. Easy enough."
Then sometimes they need a hint about why you're there.
Ah, right. The reason for the visit.
Yeah, they might ask, "And what is the reason for your visit?" Or maybe, like in the example, "What is your diagnosis?"
Diagnosis sounds a bit formal, maybe.
It can, but here it just means, what's the problem in brief. Helps them schedule things.
Gotcha. So Kate just says what she thinks it is.
I think I have a fever, just a general idea.
Okay. So, checked in, reason given. What's next? Often there's a bit of procedure, isn't there?
Yeah, like getting a number. The receptionist might say, "Here is your token number."
A token number, like at the deli counter.
Huh, yeah, kinda. And then, "Please wait in the waiting hall. I'll let you know when it's your turn." Managing the queue.
And Kate just says, "Fine, thank you." Acknowledges it.
So she waits. Then her number gets called.
You might hear the receptionist maybe announce it over an intercom or just call out.
Could be either. Like, "Token number 23, Miss Kate, it is your turn. Please go to the doctor's room."
Okay, so Kate goes in, greets the doctor.
"Hello, doctor." Simple, polite, always a good start.
And the doctor greets back, "Hello, Miss Kate," and then gets straight to it, probably.
Usually, yeah. "What is the matter?" Very common, direct way to ask what's wrong.
And Kate states her main symptom again.
"I have a fever. I am not feeling well." Clear, concise.
So the doctor will want to check her out then.
Right. Let me examine you. Maybe a quick temperature check first.
And finds.
You have a mild fever. Confirms what Kate suspected.
But Kate still feels rough.
Yeah, she says, "I feel terrible. Even mild fevers can knock you out."
So the doc does another check.
Standard procedure, maybe blood pressure. I'm gonna check your blood pressure level.
Right. Could you please roll up your sleeve?
Exactly. Then the reading, maybe your blood pressure level is fine, 120 over 80.
Reassuring her.
No need to worry.
Yeah. Puts her mind at ease on that front.
Okay, examination done.
Yeah.
BP checked. Now the plan, the prescription.
Right. The doctor might say, "I am prescribing you some medicines. Here is the prescription."
And gives instructions, which is super important. Crucial, like take 2 tablets 3 times a day. Needs to be really clear.
With food. Without food.
Good question. The doctor might specify with or without food, or maybe you can take your medicine after having a meal.
And often a bit of general advice, too.
Yeah, and then have some rest after taking the medicine. Sensible advice.
So Kate just needs to say thanks.
Thank you. Simple acknowledgement.
And the doctor wraps it up.
Get well soon. Standard, friendly closing.
Okay, so Kate's got the prescription. Next logical step.
The pharmacy.
Right. What happens there?
Well, she goes to the counter, shows the prescription. Might say something like,
Hello?
yeah, hello. Then maybe could I please get these medicines, pointing to the script, according to this prescription?
Can I please get polite again?
Yep. And the pharmacist will likely take it, maybe say, okay, I'll be right back. Or just a moment.
Goes off to find the meds.
Comes back, hands them over. Here you go. Simple handover.
Kate says.
Thanks. Quick and easy.
Then the money part.
Right. Pharmacist states the cost. This medicine costs $8.67, for example.
Kate pays. Gets her change.
Pharmacist says, here you go. Here's your change. Transaction complete.
Okay, so those are the sort of core interactions for an appointment and pharmacy visit.
Yeah, the basic flow. But what about just quick chats about common problems?
Oh yeah, like everyday stuff. Colds, headaches.
Exactly. Those are often much shorter exchanges. Someone asks, what's the matter?
And the answer could be, I have a cough.
And the response, maybe some simple advice. You should take this cough syrup. It'll help you feel better.
Or what's the matter? I have a headache.
Common advice. You should get some rest. Maybe take some painkillers.
Sometimes just stating the problem is enough, right?
Totally. What's the matter? I have a fever, or I have a cold. I can't stop sneezing.
Ugh, sneezing fits are the worst. Or maybe I have a backache. I feel terrible.
Yeah, just describing the symptom and how it feels.
But sometimes the advice needs to be, well, stronger, more urgent.
Definitely. If someone says, what's the matter? I have chest pain. I'm not feeling well.
That sounds serious.
It does. So a concerned response would be more like, you must go to the hospital right away. That could be serious. Emphasizing urgency.
Right. Not just take some syrup. We also heard injury examples.
Yeah, like, what's the matter? I was dancing and I broke my arm. Ow!
Sympathetic response needed there.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Get well soon.
And just like everyday discomforts.
Here, what's the matter?
Yeah.
I have a stomach ache. I eat too much.
Happens to the best of us. Advice.
Could be anything. Maybe you should take a walk or have some soda.
Or a sports injury. What's the matter? I broke my leg playing football.
And fell down. Ouch again. Response.
That sounds terrible. Or, oof, that's rough. Hope you feel better soon.
Exactly. And there was even, I think I have cholera. I feel very dizzy. Less common, but possible.
So these quick chats give us a bunch of useful words for feeling unwell.
Yeah, the basics. Cough, headache, fever, cold, backache, chest pain.
Broken arm, stomach ache, broken leg, cholera. Good list to know.
And then there's the equipment side too. Words you might hear or see.
Like crutch, thermometer,
Stethoscope, blood pressure monitor.
syringe, stretcher, test tube.
Yeah, just being familiar with those terms helps understand what's going on around you in a clinic or hospital.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Move to a more detailed conversation, like a proper consultation.
Right, like the one with Mr. Johnson. More back and forth, more depth.
It often starts a bit more formally, maybe.
Yeah, the doctor might begin with, "Good morning, Mr. Johnson. How are you feeling today?" Polite, patient-focused.
And Mr. Johnson gives more detail than just, I have a fever.
Right. He says, "Good morning, doctor. I've been having some pain in my chest."
And I've also been short of breath. Two key symptoms.
And crucially, adds the duration. "It's been bothering me for a few weeks now." Timeline is important.
The doctor acknowledges that. Sounds concerned.
"I'm glad you came in, Mr. Johnson. It's important not to ignore any symptoms related to your chest." Validating his concern.
Then asks for more context.
Yeah, about triggers. "Have you noticed if these symptoms happen during any specific activities?"
Or at certain times of the day. Trying to find a pattern.
And Mr. Johnson has noticed something.
Yes. I've noticed that it happens mostly when I push myself physically.
Like when I'm climbing stairs or walking quickly. Exertion related. That's a big clue.
So the doctor probes a bit more. Family history.
All right. "Does your family have any history of heart disease?" Standard question.
And Mr. Johnson says.
"Not that I'm aware of. My parents and siblings don't have any heart-related problems." Good info to have.
So based on the symptoms, especially the exertion link, the doctor suggests a test.
Right. Explains the rationale. Based on what you've told me, and the fact that these symptoms occur with physical activity, it's important to check your heart health.
Makes sense.
"I'd like to order an electrocardiogram, often called an ECG." Explains the test name clearly.
Which will give us a baseline reading of your heart's electrical activity. Explains the purpose.
This will help us see if there are any irregularities. Manages expectations. Explaining why is so helpful for the patient.
And Mr. Johnson seems okay with that.
Yeah, he says, "I trust your judgment, doctor. Please go ahead with whatever tests you think are needed." Shows confidence.
He wants answers. I want to make sure everything is okay.
Understandable. The doctor appreciates that trust.
Thank you for your trust, Mr. Johnson. and then pivot slightly.
The lifestyle factors, really important for heart health. In the meantime, I want to talk about some lifestyle changes.
Asks about diet and exercise.
Have you been eating a balanced diet and getting regular exercise? Open question.
And Mr. Johnson is honest.
I must admit, my diet hasn't been very healthy recently.
And I haven't been exercising much because of work. Relatable for many people.
The doctor doesn't judge, offers encouragement. It's never too late to make positive changes, Mr. Johnson.
Explains the benefits. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins.
To combine with regular physical activity can make a big difference to your heart's condition. Focuses on the positive outcome.
Also mentions stress and sleep.
It's also important to manage stress and ensure you're getting enough sleep. Holistic view.
Mr. Johnson sounds ready to try.
That sounds good, doctor. I'm willing to make those changes. Positive response.
But he also asks about treatment options now.
Are there any medications I should be taking or any other treatments we should consider? Fair question.
But the doctor needs more info first.
Right. Explains they need the test results. We'll need to wait for the results of the ECG before we talk about specific medications.
As those will depend on what the test shows. Logical.
If necessary, we might consider prescribing medication. In the meantime, and this is coup advice, I advise you to take it easy and avoid any strenuous activities.
Sensible precaution. Mr. Johnson gets it.
I appreciate your advice, doctor. I'll be careful. Then asks about warning signs. Smart question.
Are there any other things I should watch out for? Any warning signs? Good self-advocacy.
And the doctor gives specific, serious signs. Some warning signs to be aware of include severe chest pain or a feeling of pressure.
Pain that spreads to your arms or jaw.
And sudden shortness of breath even when you're resting. Things that mean get help, and now W.
Crucial information.
If you experience any of these, it's vital to seek medical help immediately. Leaves no room for doubt.
Mr. Johnson confirms he understands.
I'll keep a close eye on those things and won't hesitate to get help if needed. Thank you for your time and your expertise. Polite closing.
The doctor offers reassurance and sums up.
You're welcome, Mr. Johnson. Remember, we're here to support you. Emphasizes teamwork.
Outlines next steps again. Let's get that ECG scheduled, and please do focus on making those positive lifestyle changes.
Once we have the results, we'll discuss them and decide on the next steps. Take care, and I hope you feel better soon. Clear plan.
Mr. Johnson is appreciative. Thank you, doctor. I appreciate your care and concern. I'll follow your advice. Goodbye.
And the doctor closes. Goodbye, Mr. Johnson. Take care and stay well. Professional and warm.
Okay, so that's the first detailed visit. But often you need a follow-up, right?
Absolutely, especially after tests. So Mr. Johnson comes back.
The doctor welcomes him. Hello again, Mr. Johnson, and shares the first result.
I have the results of your ECG, and I'm pleased to tell you that your heart rhythm looks normal. Good news first.
Mr. Johnson must be relieved.
Yeah, that's a relief to hear, doctor. But then asks the logical next question.
So does that mean my symptoms aren't related to my heart? Hopes it's all clear.
But the doctor explains it's not quite that simple yet. While the ECG results are good news, we still need to look further.
Need to figure out the actual cause.
Other things, like your lung function, could be playing a role. Introduces other possibilities.
I'd like to order a few more tests to get a clearer picture. More investigation needed? Again, explains the reasoning.
Mr. Johnson seems to understand. I understand, doctor. What other tests do you recommend? Still engaged in the process.
So the doctor suggests the next steps.
I'd like to do a pulmonary function test. Checks lung function. And also a stress test.
Ah, the one where you walk on a treadmill?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
To see how your heart responds to physical exercise. Pushing it a bit under controlled conditions.
These tests will give us more information. Explaining the goal again.
And Mr. Johnson agrees. All right, doctor. I'll go ahead with those tests. I appreciate you being so thorough.
The doctor reinforces why it's necessary. It's important for us to have a full understanding of your health, Mr. Johnson.
These tests will help us rule out other possibilities and lead us to the right diagnosis, setting expectations.
And reminds him about the lifestyle changes.
In the meantime, please continue with the healthy lifestyle changes we talked about earlier, keeping that momentum going.
Mr. Johnson confirms he's still working on it.
Absolutely, doctor. I've been making a real effort. It's a challenge, but I know it's important. Shows commitment.
The doctor praises him. That's excellent to hear, Mr. Johnson. Lifestyle changes can have a significant positive impact. Positive reinforcement.
And adds another reminder. Please remember to listen to your body.
And take note of anything that makes your symptoms worse. Pay attention to signals.
Mr. Johnson acknowledges this. I'll definitely keep that in mind, doctor. Thank you for your guidance and support. Feels reassured.
It's good to know I'm in good hands. Trust is key.
The doctor wraps up the plan again. You're very welcome. Once we have the results, we can schedule another appointment to discuss what we find. Clear next steps.
Mr. Johnson appreciates the clarity. I appreciate your attention to this, doctor. I'll look forward to hearing the results.
The doctor offers final support. It's my pleasure. Please remember, if you have any concerns, don't hesitate to contact me or the clinic. Open door policy.
We're here to help. Take care, and we'll be in touch soon. Reassuring end.
Mr. Johnson says goodbye. Thank you, doctor. You take care as well. Goodbye for now.
And the doctor's final words.
Goodbye, Mr. Johnson. Wishing you the very best. Warm closing.
Wow, okay. So that was quite a journey through various medical conversations in English.
It really covered a lot, didn't it? From the quick appointment booking
Yeah, through the pharmacy stop.
to those much more detailed discussions about symptoms, tests, and follow-ups.
And hopefully, understanding these sort of typical phrases and the general flow.
Can make those situations feel, well, a bit less daunting if you encounter them. More prepared, more confident.
Definitely. As you were listening, maybe think about which phrases or types of exchanges felt new or particularly useful to you.
Yeah, what stood out? And maybe, are there other everyday situations in English that you'd like us to explore like this?
Could be health related, could be something else entirely. We genuinely love to hear your ideas.
Absolutely. And look, if you found this deep dive helpful, maybe learn something.
Please do consider subscribing. That way you won't miss our future explorations into, language and communication.
We really hope this gave you some good insights today.
Yeah, wishing you all the best with your English learning and, of course, wishing you good health.